Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Friday. Boy, am I glad it's Friday. I need a break here. It is the 24th of March, 2023, 8:15 a.m. Central Time. So we wake up this morning. I turn on my screens next to my phone. To be truthful, I'm laying in bed about 3 when I'm looking. I'm going, Deutsch Bank in trouble, and market selling off on its credit swaps. Well, that's translating over here. You can imagine our banks. They're down a bit this morning again. The pressure doesn't go away. I brought up a story that finally is getting all kinds of traction all over the United States. And I mentioned yesterday to you that Joe, I'm talking President Joe, blew it again. Comes out in October, tells us they're going to be buying from $70 downwards, the intent to buy and replace oil into the strategic reserve. He never says a word again, of course. And then yesterday, very quietly, buried away in a story on one news service, only Wall Street had picked this up, I checked everybody, that our Secretary of Energy said, no, that's not the case. We're not equipped to do it this year. We're still selling oil from the strategic reserve. Can you believe this? And with the maintenance going on in the caverns where we store, we can't take any oil in. And how long will that last? Probably through the year. So Joe comes out, takes a victory lap, and of course he disappears as usual. That's what happens. When you look at the grain market, big story in how soybeans are imploding right now. And this is one of these big breaks where you get a massive repricing in a market. When I say massive, I mean massive. And what's going on? It's a mixture of bigger amounts of grain than thought out of South America, maybe less demand. I wonder what it's going to do for the U.S. farmer that was going to plant beans, and they're crashing, especially in the new crops, down dramatically. They're going to be about $1.50 lower than the old crop. What's that going to do for the corn plantings? Are there going to be switches going on? Look at the bonds and notes. What are you getting a rally there on? I told you, Deutsche Bank's in trouble. But it's interesting because Bitcoin's not responding to it this morning. We are getting a dollar rally. And with that, there's still a flight to safe haven taking place in the gold and the silver market. If I step over here, you can see, and let me walk to it this way. The Japanese yen is also getting a bid. So your classic safe havens are getting the bids at this point in time. Now, we did get more economic news out this morning. We had advanced durable goods, and they're 3 times as bad as what was expected. We expected them down 0.3. They're down a full point. So what does that mean? It means that the U.S. consumer somehow isn't buying the big ticket items. That's the way to look at it. When we look at it ex-transportation, it's flat. The prior month it had been up 0.7. And when we look at it ex-defense, it's about where it was. Later this morning, we're going to get preliminary March manufacturing and service sector PMIs, and those will be important. We'll see how those numbers are coming in. We're going to get, in just a matter of 10 minutes or so, Mr. Bullard, the St. Louis Federal Reserve president, giving his take on things. He's the first big name to speak since the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and I think we all want to see what's going to be said there. Now, I'll be covering this and a lot more this morning, as I always do, in my morning videos. And what do I do in these? You know, I start off this way. At 5:15 in the morning, I start recording futures and give people what's going on around the world, the fundamentals. Then we review 40 charts. 9 o'clock, by design, I wait for a half hour into the official opening of the stock market, get all the economic data reports that I can out of the way. Then I take you in the 40 charts on the ETFs. Futures, we cover all the areas, but remember, that leads you into all the spiders that cover everything that are the big numbers here, plus individual stocks, quite a few of them. So if you're looking to start your day off with somebody that builds the charts right in front of you, gives you trading ideas, buy here, sell there, why to do it, the chart action behind it, okay, I could be that guy. You can go to our website, join us under the word research, or come in here, give it a click. It'll take you right to the research area as well. Want to see you there. I'm Ira Epstein. I'm going to look to put together a new webinar, live one for next week. I wanted to get all this out of the way. There was too much this week to have that done. And I will talk to you all at the end of the day in our market wrap-ups. Take care.